What's up guys, JT Anime Nerd here bringing you all that nerdy goodness. Today I'm here to give you a glimpse at the next installment of my version of the DC Extended Universe / Snyderverse. It's none other than the long-awaited sequel to Man of Steel, Man of Tomorrow. Now, before we start, I want to give a disclaimer, as the preview you're about to see and hear involves a sensitive topic of guns in school. My decision to include a scene like that is for a pivotal story reason, so I hope you will all understand. The scene is not meant to make light of the subject and should not be taken lightly. So then, with all that said and done, I give you this preview of Man of Tomorrow. The story begins in deep space, 18,000 BC. During the Kryptonian expansion. A Kryptonian scout ship is zooming across space. Meanwhile, within the ship, two fully armored Kryptonians carrying blasters are running as fast as they can away from something, which turns out to be the scout ship's drones. One of the Kryptonians hits a button and closes a door in front of them, needing reinforcement drones to attempt to blast the door multiple times to get through. From within the sealed hallway, the two Kryptonians discard their armor, revealing them to be Allura Zor-El and her daughter, a young Kara Zor-El. Allura looks around and sees the Kryptonian pods filled with Kryptonians in hypersleep. Allura then attempts to release one of the Kryptonians, being that out of her husband, Zor-El, but the pad to open the pod denies her. Allura then tells Kara that it's not letting any of the pods open. Kara expresses how scared she is, but Allura then pulls Kara to somewhere else. A moment later, Allura brings Kara down to a hidden room where one last pod is stored. Allura then states that this pod is disconnected from the ship's mainframe, and so it can't connect to it. Allura then tells Kara to get in while she goes to save her father from what she calls the algorithm. Kara begs Allura not to leave her, but Allura states that she'll return for her, and if not, instructs Kara to devote each day to finding her way back to Krypton and find her aunt Lara. Allura then reminds Kara to always remember what the symbol on her chest stands for: hope. Allura then closes the pod and places a scared Kara in stasis. Back at the hallway, Allura locks the sealed hidden entrance, blaster in hand. Allura then sees the door across the hall while she locked open, with the Kryptonian scout drones entering the hallway. Allura then runs in another direction, ending up in the engine bay. Allura then activates and types into a panel, about to activate the ship's phantom drive. Allura then closes her eyes, begging Rao to give Kara hope. Outside the ship, after Allura presses a button, the phantom drive is activated and the ship is warped into the Phantom Zone. After a huge flash, the title card of Man of Tomorrow is presented. Before we continue, I just want to give a shout out to today's Amazon affiliate product, which is the DC Encyclopedia New Edition. Catch up with the latest in what's happening in the DC universe within the comics, all collected in one major book. All you need to do is go down into the description and pinned comment and click on that affiliate link so you can purchase this book, as well as help us earn money to expand the channel and give you higher quality content. So with all that said and done, let's get back to the video. In present-day Smallville, Kansas, police are outside of Wessinger Primary School. A nearby reporter is reporting that a 14-year-old boy named Jimmy Osgood, a student who has been rumored to be the victim of non-stop bullying at the hands of his peers, with the school doing little to stop it. The reporter states that Jimmy threatened the staff to leave the building or he would shoot them, leading the school and staff and faculty to evacuate the building under duress. Meanwhile, in the school cafeteria, Jimmy is holding the kids who have been bullying him, named Nick, Connor, Kevin, and Ray, at gunpoint as the three bullies are crouching down and shedding tears in fear. Jimmy is yelling at the three bullies, asking them if they want to mess with him now, as he aims the gun closer to them in intimidation. Meanwhile, outside the school, a blue and red blur can be swiftly seen entering the main doors of the school. Back in the school, Jimmy threatens to shoot if the bullies don't stay down, asking them how it feels to be helpless for once. Suddenly, the main doors into the cafeteria open very gently, as Jimmy turns to point the gun in its direction. With no words and an expression of genuine and solemn sympathy, Superman walks calmly and slowly in front of Jimmy in order to block a possible bullet's path to the kids behind him. Jimmy tells Superman to stay back or he'll shoot, leading Superman to just kneel down on one knee. reaching eye level with Jimmy. Superman acknowledges that Jimmy must be scared, just like all the kids here, hiding and trying to keep themselves from getting hit by a bullet. Jimmy aggressively states that he's not scared, not anymore. Superman, however, states that even in these moments, everyone is scared, including the one meaning to do harm. Jimmy, however, calls it self-defense, finally standing up for himself after months of bullying from the 3 kids hiding behind Superman, who are still crouched down in fear. Superman then calmly states that he knows that's what this is. That they made him feel alone, scared, and unnatural. Superman then states that his bullies made him feel the same way when he was his age. This revelation causes Jimmy to calm himself for a moment, surprised that someone as powerful as Superman could ever know pain. Superman then explains that it was around the time he was still learning about his powers, until eventually he learned what he was and what he could do. Jimmy asks him if he ever wanted to make the people who hurt him pay, which Superman confirms that he did feel that way at those times. He was a kid, alone, scared, and angry at the world for the hand he was dealt with, to the point where he wanted to fight back, even hurt them back when they haven't done anything to him at that moment. But someone close to him taught him that the best way to get back at the people who hurt him is to just live. Superman states that it won't be easy, but if you can live and become a positive example to everyone, then the people who hurt you will eventually pick up on that, becoming better people in the process. Superman explains that it doesn't work with everyone, but if you're willing to take that chance away from them, then are we really better than the people who hurt us? As Jimmy still aims the gun at Superman, shedding tears of inner conflict, Superman calmly holds his hand out, seemingly asking Jimmy to give him the gun without exchanging any words. Jimmy then slowly begins to seemingly give his gun to Superman. Meanwhile, outside, the police, the press, and the people seem to be on edge, wondering what's happening inside the building. Suddenly, the sound and flash of a gunshot is seen and heard from inside the school, inciting panic among the people outside. Just then, the main doors open with the kids all running out to reunite with their parents, escaping the terrifying situation. As the last of the kids run out of the school, Superman slowly walks out, carrying a crying Jimmy in his arms. Jimmy's parents then notice them, prompting them to run to their son. Superman then hands them Jimmy, who apologizes to his parents as he continues to cry, with him stating that it's going to be okay. Meanwhile, Superman opens his left palm, dropping the remnants of the now crushed gun. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this preview of Man of Tomorrow. I'm going to work as hard as I can to make sure this story is at least almost on par with the original Man of Steel, but just remember, I'm not on the same level as Zack Snyder, so I'll do the best that I can with this story. I can't guarantee that the full video will be out by next week, because writing, recording, and editing this will take some time, but I promise it'll be worth the wait. If you guys enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like, share, Hulk smash that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on the latest videos. Also, don't forget to check out our merch store, Buy Me a Coffee page, and Amazon affiliate link down in the description and pinned comment below. With all that said and done, I'm JT Anime. I'll check you guys later, and hashtag restore the Snyderverse.